Hey, good morning, guys. Happy Thursday. 9:28 here. Basically 9:29. Got a minute until market opens. As always, let's see what this finicky thing is going to bring us today. Currently on our trend shift chart here. Again, being cognizant of time, we only have a very short amount of time, just a minute left here. We had some strong support overnight, right around the 513s. We had a couple wicks down to like the 485s. We are starting to lose that support a little bit. We do have a pivot point down here though at 380s. So curious to see market opening in 30 seconds here. Are we going to get an immediate rejection down to this pivot point, or do we want to go up and sweep all the London, the London high, the Asian sessions, all that kind of fun stuff? Here's our trend line again since our all-time high. So we have that as slight support underneath us as well. 5 seconds left. Here's our downward trend line from after hours as well. So I could also see us popping up, kissing that, and then coming down. But market is now open. Let's see. I almost feel like it's going to pop up first, but I mean, we have VWAP up here. We're below the EMAs technically. We're basically right at the bottom of them. So definitely want to give just a little bit of patience here. Let's see. Driving Obsession, what's up, bud? Good morning. Good to see you as always. No, man, I ended up red. Slightly red. It was like 80 bucks or something like that. So it wasn't the biggest day or anything like that, but still, I got to get back to, last week, I was green every single day and it was good greens. It was like 500 bucks, 400 bucks, 722 bucks was my highest. Um, and then Tuesday, man, Tuesday just took me out. Tuesday was a bad day. So now I'm battling drawdown. I only have, honestly, just the tiniest amount left, 140 bucks in drawdown left. So that's why yesterday was a little bit more boring. Today's a little bit more boring. Um, I could alternate accounts, but honestly, I want to, at this point, I kind of want to see what can I do. So that's why I'm running with like three micros today. I want to see if I can get a cushion on three micros. Then I'll switch back to minis and see if we can't save this account. Um, Obviously, the junky thing is technically it's only down. Not that that's great, but it's only down 800 bucks from the 50,000. But because I was up to 51, like 5,100, so that $2,000 drawdown just chewed through it. All right, so 2 minutes into market open so far. Man, watch today be another barcodey day. The thing that stinks is obviously CPI data didn't come out. Hey, what's up, Ryan? How we doing, man? Right? Let's crush it today. But yeah, so CPI data because of the government shutdown, CPI didn't come out today, so might just be another kind of stalled out, boring day. We've been downtrending. We're underneath VWAP. We're underneath EMAs. It seems like it still wants to keep sinking here. It's 9:32. I might wait for the first 5 minutes here today. We might wait till 9:35 to kind of give us a little bit of a direction. Because so far, I mean, big pop up, not big pop up, but relatively decent pop, followed immediately by a drop. So barcode once again. Let's see. I really want to keep my eye on this chart too since it's actually working today. What we're seeing is we have a nice fat imbalance up here at 521. So playing imbalances, who the heck knows? Maybe we'll come up here, fill that before we drop. We have another couple up here. On all screens, same thing. SPX has a whole bunch of imbalances directly above it. Hughes has a huge gap to the upside. Gaps get filled 50% of the time that same day. I maybe 2 days ago we actually did see the Q gap fill that day. But otherwise, we're kind of off that ratio a little bit, I think. All right, so definitely showing a lot of weakness now. Really, really nice big wick. So we might have a continuation down here. Tempting to jump in, but again, 9:34. We have 1 minute left for that 5 minute range. We did. Oh no, we didn't. We broke a new low over here, but we haven't broken it again yet. Let's see. 40 seconds left of this candle. Again, trying to wait for the first 5 minute opening range to see if that gives us a little bit of a better direction. At the moment, we're kind of at the lower side of it, top of it, bottom of it, kind of at the lower side. So we might be pushing down. And on the 1 hour, I mean, if we start dropping, we have a lot of room to drop, at least to the 380s, which we're starting to kind of do now. Let me see. We got 5 seconds left of this candle. We are starting to pop back up just a little bit, but considering jumping in pretty soon here, I wanted to come back up to the EMA. If it did 57.74, that's still a big stop, but it is starting to break a little bit. SPX is breaking. 50 seconds left on this candle. Shoot. I wanted it to pop up a little bit more first, or is it just going to go? It looks like it wants to just go. How many seconds left? Man, still 30 seconds left in this candle, and it's just been dumping. That's a 40-point move so far. Darn it, darn it, darn it. Our pivot point was down there at 378, which we're still going down towards. We got 15 seconds left of this candle. We really got to wait. We got to wait for the next candle. That was really our chance to jump in. We should have jumped in a little bit sooner. 5 seconds left. It's popping up a little bit. We want to see what kind of, because again, we've been barcode, 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 so this thing might come back up to this body first. Maybe, maybe, maybe. Or is it just going to keep going? Volume isn't great. Volume is going down a little bit. So that also signifies we might have a little bit of a pop-up. But so far, no. Oh, gap fill is down at 227. I wonder if we're going for the gap fill. All right, we're going to jump in here. Got one off already. Keeping it tight again because I got to battle my drawdown. All right, stopped one else in profit. Yeah, got them all out. So the best one there, at least that one was 9 points, 18 bucks on that guy. Oops, actually did sneak out one negative. I thought that they were all in profit. After such a big sink, though, again, you got to be careful. Those are the quick ins and outs, unfortunately. Now, if it continues, man, again, I mean, I think today is going to be a sink day down to the gap fill, 231. It really seems like it. We're still sinking. Everything's sinking. We're going to go back in with one right now. I'm going to buy another one if it comes up here. Yeah, baby. Okay, just put it on the counter. We'll try to fix it later. Okay. Yeah, so it's kind of it's a tough position to be in right now. It definitely seems like it wants to keep sinking. We have all of these beautiful imbalances now right above it, though. And then I just don't want us to have a reaction up from here. But since we already kind of broke our pivot point, we're in a little bit of a no man's land. You'd think it'd sink at least at 324, and if that's true, then it should. I mean, our gap fill is a very, very, very juicy kind of target there. So still holding just one. If it comes up a little bit higher, we're going to snag the second one here. 387. Yeah. Yeah, baby.
Did you want to put the car in the bottom of this?
Yeah, just not right now. I gotta concentrate on what I'm doing, please. Losing a little bit of steam though, which I don't love. Because again, we've had such a big kind of reaction down so far. 100 points in the first 9 minutes, so us popping back up a little bit makes some sense. But we are underneath EMAs, we are underneath VWAP. Come on. It's just dancing right around it. That lovely blue line of resistance there. It did just break a new low, though. It technically just broke a new low right there. Man, the last couple days have just been so finicky and slow. At least this one's a little bit more directional, I would say. Again, keeping stops tight, trying to get some of that drawdown back. Yeah. Wow, actually, I don't know why I'm down on the day. I made money on that one, made money on this one. Huh, that's frustrating. Maybe because of the fees. That's why I hate trading micros. 1814. How are we down 5? Because of the fees? Ugh. Fucking micro world. 167. Yeah, man, those fees destroy you. How dumb is that? Though, interestingly enough, it did brought my drawdown to 167, even though we're technically down on the day with the fees. So I guess that's what we're trying to do is get that drawdown back a little bit so we can take some bigger swings. Let's see. So we got all these nice juicy gap fills right above us. Imbalances. 941. 4 minutes left. I mean, she still looks real weak. But again, I would like some type of confirmation. Yeah, yeah, I agree. Sellers definitely still own the open. Yeah, I mean everything's broken its 5 minute range now so far. We just have all these imbalances above us as well. Gap above us, gap above us. Nvidia's bleeding though. And we're starting to still go down. Man, I think we're definitely gonna hit that gap fill. I'm jumping in with just another little micro here. Let's see. We do have a little. We have a pit. Ooh, I don't like that wick though. Man, again, you got to be quick with the barcoding days, huh? We were up 10 points on it, just didn't get it quick. Still, with this reaction, I mean, unless it pops above 388, we should keep continuing down. But again, that's an ugly wick. Our pivot point was down here at 306. That's what I was targeting. I was targeting that pivot point. Again, I'm going to keep the stop tight just because of that reaction, the wick that we just had on the previous candle. Still following it, up 10 points. Sinking a little bit faster, a little bit faster, a little bit faster. There we go. Clear out the gray. So there you go. That's a nice little 24 pointer. Little 24 pointer for us guys. Not bad. Still following it down. So we got out because we do have a pivot point right here. You can just barely see it above the red line. Um, Based on everything we're seeing now, though, I mean, why wouldn't it sink? The gap fills at 224. That's 80 points from now. 300 is a round number for us to bounce from just a little bit. But everybody's looking at it. Everybody's looking at that gap fill. So is there going to be a trap? Is there going to be a trap at all? You got to imagine that a lot of people are going bearish. And here's that at 1 hour. A lot of people are going bearish right now, viewing this gap fill. So does that temporarily push us back up because everybody's short in the market and the sellers are going to push us back up? And then we're going to come down a little bit later. Who the heck knows? At the moment, I don't know. At the moment, it definitely seems like it just wants to sink, sink, sink. We got 15 seconds left until our 15-minute. Yeah, 100% agree, Brian. Look at you. Blasting things into chat GTP, huh? But I agree with you. Patience pays early, traps everywhere. Yeah, and like I said, I mean, the gap fill is imminent. We know the gap is going to fill today. I mean, it has to. We're only 60 points away. 60 points away now from the gap fill. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a trap. Or is everybody just exhausted? On the 1 hour, again, let's bring that trend line down. It always surprises you, right? This trend line has been here since Wednesday the 29th, 13 days later. And look at that. We're starting to kiss that trend line again. You can almost bring it up just a little bit. There you go. So look at that. Touches these points, touches these points, touches these points. Just touch this point here. So holy jeez, are we going to gap fill or are we going to pop up? I mean, another reason that it might pop up before the gap fill, but that is just so juicy. I mean, there it is, 230. Low is 280. 50 points. We're only 50 points away from that magnet. Definitely no need to look for a buy at the moment, in my opinion. Yeah, I agree with you. I wouldn't look for a buy. Even though I wouldn't be surprised if it pops up. I'm not going to try to play that pop up. I agree with you. Only going to try to play the downside here. But I definitely don't want to jump into anything early because, even though this is starting to form a nice little bear flag here, watch this candle, jump above this candle, come up and touch touch the 21. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, I agree with you driving. I mean, so that's the other thing that you could play as well. We're trying to short to gap fill, but that's another good thing about patience, right? Maybe you don't try to play the gap fill, wait for the gap to be filled, and then you're right, just wait to hopefully ride that rocket ship back up. Because the trend, even though it's been down for the last couple days, it's still up overall. Looking at all screens here, SPX, trying to come up to those imbalances. Maybe we come up and test the top of 6806. So similarly, maybe that would put us at the mid-range here, like a 559 before we start going again. But yeah, that is crazy, huh? 13-day-old trend line, 14-day-old trend line. Well, up 40 bucks in the day now. Slowly getting it back. Seeing some weakness though again. I mean, this is almost a really nice bear flag playing out. With everything going down, you almost want to take it, even though we have that silly little trend line. Because your stop could be 27. I mean, that's a nice tight stop. That's only a 10-point stop. But Again, these are the trades the like all this week I'm seeing this trade, I'm taking this trade, and then we're getting I wouldn't say we're necessarily barcoding as bad today as we were the other days. This is actually pretty good trends, but yeah, and it's kind of happening now too. It still wants to maybe push up a little bit higher first. If Saad was here, he would show that the MACD is starting to get smaller as well and considering flipping. So just another support that we might not be ready to fully come down again yet. We might just have a tiny little bounce first. Maybe if we could get up to like the 386s. Or I guess, I don't know. I mean, I'd like it to break like 294, but then it's almost too late because then you have a huge stop once again. Mm, yeah, I mean, there's our nice big imbalance at the downside. That's basically the gap fill imbalance. Couple imbalances up here, teeny tiny one right here. It's hard to kind of see it, just barely grayed out. And then a little guy right here. Mm. Look at that, chat, though. We're learning. We're starting to learn. We would have shorted when we were down here. We didn't yet because look, that would have been a 40 point. We definitely would have gotten stopped out by now. On the 5 minute, though, again, real nice looking bear flag. Same thing, SPX, real nice looking bear flag. Q's, real nice looking bear flag setup. So I will say it's setting up for it. 360. We just don't want it to really break three. I really like four. Oh wait, sorry, wrong candle. 375. We don't want it to break 375. Yeah. Yeah, even pretty soon actually might be a good time to enter because there would be a much smaller stop. I mean, depending on what you're trading. If you're trading micros right now, that's not a bad stop. So I'm about to enter right 377. Yeah, I'm gonna enter a short right here actually. We're gonna give it a try because my stop is gonna be up here. And it's not a terrible stop. Of course, we're uptrending, so again, not the best, kind of jump in, I would say. It's early, we don't have any confirmation, but just based on the 5 minute bear flag potentially playing out. Yeah, let's see. So this would be kind of, unfortunately, maybe a little consolidation zone too. If it follows what it's followed the last 2 days, we might just get stuck in the zone and start bopping up and down. It's frustrating though. I mean, we're right at the level. This is really well, we've kind of invalidated the bear flag on the 5 minute now, unfortunately, and that was my whole thesis. Now, unfortunately, we might come up to this EMA, which is at 398. So we're kind of getting big on this stop now. No, no Lambo yet, man. It's on order though. I've ordered the color. How you doing today? Let's see. This trade right here. This trade with my micro is about to buy that Lambo. Watch. We're about to sink 3,000 points, which would still only be 6 grand on a micro. How crazy would that be? I mean, that'd be a hell of a micro trade, but starting to try to maybe bull flag it. I don't know though. Again, I mean, this would just be a huge reversal if it happens. Best thing on Patrick's live tournament. Man, that was so much fun, dude. That was a wild experience. And some people caught on, some people didn't know, but I was brand new to futures at that point. I was just swing trading stocks, trying to find people that were live trading, stumbled upon Patrick's channel, like didn't even know he was trading futures if I'm being honest. Then 3 days later, he put out that post of, "Hey, I'm in Florida, if anybody wants to come to the BDH to get mentored by me." And I was like, "Sign me up." So I literally, well, I learned everything from you and blew up my account. Oh no. Yeah, man. Entertainment purposes only right now, I mean, that's what I'm kind of trying to say right now too. This is only 3 months ago, keep in mind. Brand new to futures 3 months ago. Put my name in the hat. He actually selects me. So then I had like 7 days to learn what futures were before I actually showed up to the BDH. And I'm like, oh shit, this is interesting. Um, But yeah, so don't don't necessarily do what I do yet. I mean, I'm starting to have good insight and direction. Me actually following that insight and direction is a little bit harder, I would say. Um, but last week we were all green. Last week we were up 1,100 on the week last week. We kind of lost all of it on Tuesday, unfortunately. It was just such a barcodey day. Dang man, look at this. This might be a little bull flag about to pop. We might pop up. Everything's starting to curl down a little bit. EMAs are getting real tight though, so we don't necessarily love that. I was still looking for this just 5 minute. Oh man, I'm on the main camera right now. Sorry guys. Look at that ugly mug. I was waiting. I really wanted this bear flag to play out on the 5 minute, but now it's starting to push again, so we might be getting stopped out soon. Right at the bottom of that VWAP band. I mean, that's almost a perfect bull flag, on a 1 minute. There's your pop out, little retracement. Then next candle should pop up, but who knows? We'll see. And 1 week new account always. Yeah. Nice, man. Very nice. Yeah, I was doing great last week. Feeling really strong, feeling really confident. Did okay on Monday. There we go, stopped out. But then Tuesday just took me out, man. Tuesday was a nuts day. Just like 30-point barcoded chop for every single candle. And then overtraded, of course. Man, this is kind of disappointing. I still think, I mean, and that's what I was kind of talking about when we were down here, though. When we were down here, we had bleh, everything I talked about, right? We hit our trend line, we hit the resistance point. Everybody's thinking it's going to gap fill, so of course everybody's going to start shorting for the gap fill, and that's going to push us up. And that's exactly what happened. So true to my word here, I say we're going to go up, and then I try to short it. So good insight. We need to have better response to that insight. Yeah, pump is yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple of good confluences, I guess, to tell us or to give us a little bit of a hint. But now, let's see. Maybe from here. Maybe this is a point for us to bop our head again. 437 for our continuation down. That would be the top of this 5 minute right here. So maybe come up, touch the 21 on the 5. 9:58. Only 2 more minutes though until our brand new 1 hour candle. So let's take a look at that as well. One day make more profits than Patrick. That's the dream. So honestly, guys, I'll be 100% honest with you because it doesn't matter anyways, right? The whole reason of starting this stream, basically, is because of that Patrick mentorship as well. Like the guy makes a lot of money trading. He admittedly makes a lot of money trading. I don't know the exact amount he makes, but throwing out a random value, and I might be 100% wrong. He might only make maybe like, and I'm saying only, but he might only make like $500,000 a year trading, or maybe he's getting to the point where he's making like 750 or a mil trading or something like that. But his take home this year is going to be like, yeah, exactly, dude. His take home is like 11 mil this year or 12 mil this year or something just bananas like that. So it's all because of affiliate money, man. Affiliate money. I mean, and again, I'm not despairing the guy at all. He's a genius. I had a phenomenal experience. I love the guy to death. He's the reason I'm doing this. So definitely not despairing him. Because he made, he created the website, he created the business, he created the branding, he created everything. So he's a phenomenal promoter. But yeah, it's affiliate money, man. And he did a great job getting that affiliate money. So that's what we trying to do right now. We trying to get that affiliate money. What am I up to? I'm up to like 100. I don't even know. I have like 106 subs now or something. Once you get up to 500 subs, then you can start getting affiliate codes. So there you go. That's what we're shooting for. And this is kind of the gold rush, man. It's the gold rush of prop firms at the moment. I mean, if you saw the stream, even that's one of the, kind of the realest things that he said is, in the California gold rush, it wasn't the people, going for gold that was making the millions. It was the people making the buckets and the shovels and the sifting pans that were making the millions. Yeah, a guy with just 5 to 6 subs makes around 5,000 from affiliates this month. That's crazy, dude. And think about what that does for your trading. If you have $5,000 coming in a month just from affiliate money, then it's a lot easier to, just blast through accounts. How much you can earn from just one person affiliate code? I honestly don't. I don't know. Um, it's got to be a pretty healthy number though, because even with Patrick having, his best streams are like 37,000 viewers or something like that. He said on his best day, he made like 250 grand from the affiliate codes. So with 39, I don't know, I just got to do that math. With 39,000 people watching, like, did everybody buy at least one code? I get maybe, but that's when it was 90% off as well, or something like that for Apex. So that's crazy too. At 90% off Apex code, he made 250 grand. So there must have been people that bought like 100 codes at a time and stuff. Finally starting to kind of curl right back down again, which look at that, man. Look at that. Look at my stop. I got stopped out at 410. I mean, it went higher. It went to 418. But look at that. Now we're actually past my entry point. We'd be in the green right now. That's kind of frustrating. Again, that was a big stop though. That was already you know, you can't ride it much more than that. 40-point stop, but that still stinks. Yeah, it definitely adds up nicely. I'm curious what the Warbucks thing is. Warbucks BTC. I think he's opening up his own prop firm, but maybe it's for crypto instead, which is weird though, because it's not really his arena anymore that I know of. Or it's like a tournament battleground for prop firms. Kinda, I still like the shorts here. I still like the weakness. Um, It looks like on all the 5 minutes, this bear flag is starting to play out. So we're going to try to enter this again soon. If it breaks this wick, we're going to enter, or if it comes up closer to this EMA without breaking that wick, we're going to enter as well. But yeah, everything's looking real good on the 5 minute. All right, we're going to give a try here. I'm going to keep maybe this stop a little bit tighter, like the 75s. Whoops, just push that up. And again, we would kind of target our lows here then. Right now, this is, yeah, it's not live. It's it's the not funded yet, but it's that my funded futures account. It was a 50,000 account. I'm down on it. You can see it right here. I think you can see it right there. So 49,215. I only have $159, $160 worth of drawdown left though. Because I was at 51,100, we were killing it. And then Tuesday just destroyed me. Hold on, just sorry, keeping this stop tight once again because we're up 50 and trying to battle that drawdown. So yeah, lost like I don't even know, like 1,400 unfortunately on Tuesday. Just went on full tilt, full red, didn't stop trading, kept trading. So now I really try to stick to the rule of getting out of here at 11:30. But it's almost to the point where this is being silly. I'm almost wasting my time with these micros trying to save this account. I should just throw it away and start with a new one. You should journal, my brother. Yeah, man. Well, that's what these lives are. That's what the lives are for me as well. This is my fifth live now, and I do go back and watch them. I watch every single one. Fast forward, I'll skip through a little bit. I'll go to where I made the trade. Kind of my thought process around the trade. And it's interesting too. Of course, hindsight is always 2020, but going back and looking at the trade, some of my entry points, like I'll be talking in my head. I'm thinking like, okay, wait until it hits here and then enter, and then I'll see Greg on the live YouTube go, all right, we're entering now, boom. And in my head, I'm thinking, wait, why the hell did you enter there? You should have waited 20 points. And then I got stopped out. And then I'm like, you idiot, why didn't you wait? So I don't know if that's because of the hindsight or if it's because of the, doing the lives is screwing me up maybe just a little bit because you're trying to juggle a few things at the same time. So glad we kept that stop tight. It's kind of, I mean, this is what these barcoding days have taught us now, is just keep that trail real nice and tight. We do have another just small imbalance right here. So are we going to kiss the imbalance and then continue down? It does still look like, we still have our bear flag still intact. The only thing that stinks is now I'm mixing a whole bunch of different stuff. We're in the middle of our 15-minute range. And generally speaking, you shouldn't diddle in the middle, right? So usually you want to wait until it breaks below or breaks above and then kind of get back to trading. But at the same time, this does look like a really nice bear flag. Yeah, one thing, do not do what you think, do what you see, and do not marry your bias. Your focus must be to make money, not be right. 100% true, man. Yep, your focus needs to make money and not be right. Dang, thanks, baby. I appreciate that. Thanks, bud.
Couldn't find your normal one, so I just got one that was in the pantry.
Yeah, that's
A
perfect.
watermelon honey.
Yeah, I appreciate the heck out of you. My little kiddo just brought me some tea. Look at that. But yeah, I agree with you, man. The other thing I've learned as well, and that's what I started kind of doing on Monday, and it just screwed up my psyche maybe going into Tuesday, was you have to trade to make money and not trade to lose money. And on Monday and Tuesday, I flipped to trading to not lose money. So I was just taking them. I was keeping those stops really, really, really tight on the winners. And there was just a multitude of times where had I just sat there for another 30 seconds, the trade would have played out beautifully, and we would have just had a complete different experience on Tuesday. Look at this popping up again, guys. Pop, 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 pop. So broke this little uptrend line just for a sec to snag a little liquidity. Now we just popped up into a new high. For the 5 minute, we're still respecting, though, that original boom. Came back up to touch the 21 here. We didn't break the top wick, though. That would be at 444. If we break that top wick, then maybe we're going up to the pivot point, or maybe we're going all the way up to the top here. Or maybe this is just a good old liquidity. Yeah. Learn from the losses. I agree, man. Agreed. I mean, those are, yeah, they're it's painful education, right? That's where you're getting into that painful education, but it's, you know, it gets branded into you, though. When you have days like that, it gets branded into you. Just like the last day of Patrick's tournament, up against Alex. Man, I sat down with a plan of like, hey, don't make a trade for the first 5 minutes. And then it's like 9:31. I think it just hit 9:31, and I jumped into my first trade, like just instantly jumped in off the. I had the feeling it was all gonna sink. It was gonna go red. It was gonna be a red day. And then just in that moment, that 1 minute felt like 5 minutes, right? So I thought like, hey, this market's been open for quite a while. This is the direction we're entering. Not kind of realizing that I was just tunnel vision. In that very first I don't know, buy or short that I took went just completely against me instantly, right? That was the one that Patrick kind of got on me for a little bit. And then that just changed the whole day. Whoops, wrong screen. There you go. Yeah, correct. It's all just a process, yeah. And you got to separate the value of an account to the value that you paid for it as well. So always keeping that in mind. No, you didn't lose 2 grand. You lost $50. Not that big of a deal. It's $50. Now, a huge eye-opening thing for me was I was watching, I don't know his full name, but FSP stream maybe 2 weeks ago or something like that. He did a recap for, I think for the month of October on how much he made in October. And he ended up profiting like 20 or 30 grand or something like that. But he showed how much he spent on accounts in October. And he spent like 15 grand on accounts. So like Apex, for example, he blew through like 35 accounts on Apex alone. And then it was like another 15 accounts on another thing, another 10 accounts on another thing. So like Apex, like he was blowing up 2 accounts a stream. 2 accounts a live stream he's blowing them up. Yeah, dude, 15K. Literally go look it up. Yeah, it's like a 20-minute long video or something like that. It's FSP. But yeah, go look it up. So for him to make that 30 grand or whatever he made, he had to spend 50 grand in evals and blowing up evals, but then he had enough evals that passed that it overcame the difference. So that's crazy to think about as well. Oh, I know, man. Like me, I'm more about like, I'm not trying to just blow up account, blow up account, blow up, like you're seeing right now, right? I'm babying this account now. I'm not just trying to blow it up. Like in my opinion, I don't know. I guess there's a couple different ways to look at it. Some people look at trading like a video game where it's, just a life reset. But then that's how, I mean, if you didn't make money, then you just blew 15 grand on evals and you didn't make shit. So, I don't know, man. I kind of, I'd rather like maybe take 4 evals or something like that and just do a really good job with them. But I don't know, different ways to look at it. Man, we're still uptrending. Sorry, we're just kind of like rambling today. I haven't made too many trades. That last one wasn't a good trade though. It could have ended up being good, but oof. Nice, bud. Little longy. Nice. Yeah, go to the personal account too. Yeah, I tried trading my personal account. That didn't work out too well either. I tried it maybe like a month and a half ago. I should have waited until I was a little bit more seasoned, but it's all a learning process. I'm seeing if there's any other. We kind of like consolidated a little bit in this point earlier. Well, my trend line got all messed up though. We are barely, but we are breaking trend up. EMAs have curled up pretty strongly. We have VWAP right here at 520s. SPX, everybody else is starting to go up to the top of their 15-minute range. Same thing with MNQ or NQ. Man, look at that. How funny is that? We talked about that gap fill was such a juicy target that everybody might start shorting, and then the shorts might squeeze the market up. And look at that. I mean, who knows, if it's short squeezing it or if it's buyer stepping in, but without CPI data, things like that, I mean, yeah, this seems like this is more shorts driven. What your wife thinks about trading? Does she has your support? Yeah, she has my support. My background, I don't know if you caught it during the Patrick streams or not, but was real estate and new home sales. So I did that for like, I don't know, 10 years or 12 years or something like that. And it's really good money. Like once you get good at it, you're making 300 to 400 thousand a year. So I actually quit that 2.5 years ago. I have a 4-year-old and a 7-year-old, and I've just been hanging out with them, honestly, ever since. My wife, stays at home as well. So we kind of like semi-retired, and we've just been kind of mucking around, and we have a few things going. We tried to start a few different businesses that didn't fully work out yet. We renovated an Airstream. We're about to start Airbnb in that. Actually, we're going to post that today. So I've just always kind of made the money and stuff like that, and she's just always kind of trusted it, I would say. She got frustrated. So she likes it a lot better now that I stop at 11:30. There was a lot of days that I'd go straight from 9:30 until 4, and that wasn't really working out too well. Because again, we have the kids, we homeschool the kids as well, so I wasn't really helping out with that. We have ducks and goats and, friggin' bees and all that shit. Man, sorry guys, we're just ripping up here. So then she was getting pretty, like, hey, you're spending a lot of time in that office. And, we're still in the learning stage. I mean, I still have my normal stock portfolio, so we're still making money through that. Um, but for futures trading, we haven't made it to the point where it's lucrative yet. Yo, right? Listen, man, I just set up a camera out there too, like a Google Nest cam, because I was gonna add it into the OBS stream somehow. But yeah, I gotta do that because oh, I know, I 100% would be the first. And even then, I was thinking like I got a nice little table out there and stuff. I was thinking about setting up I could set up my laptop on the table and literally do a stream with the goats like just chomping right next to me. Watch this stinking thing friggin' chews on my screen though. They're literally like toddlers, like they just run amok. They're nutballs. But yeah, that would be fun. I have a couple videos with my ducks, I had a duck sitting on the desk while I was trading. All right, let's see if we can't squeeze some trades out of today. So 1 hour, we haven't even been paying attention to the 1 hour. Body came right back down to that pivot point. That's kind of crazy. And that the pivot point, I mean, it just really, you can see it really respected it twice. Popped it right back up. Didn't break the new high. Yeah, so right now we're at, inside candle. Interesting. On the 5 minute, we came up, we did touch, we kissed the top of orb, just barely kissed it. So maybe we'll come down, retest this EMA, retest this bottom wick, and then maybe, ooh, sorry, got the hiccups. Maybe we'll punch through. We have a SPX imbalance as well that would kind of support that theory. So that would be like come down to the 416s and then pop back up. Price hits on the previous all-time high. If it rejects, I like sells here. Yep. Yep, agreed. Especially we're underneath VWAP still. Above EMAs though. Hmm. Yeah, kind of a surprising one though, right? You know, we went down pretty well, but we didn't hit that gap fill. And then conversely, we're coming up here, but it's not like we're ripping up to London. You know, I don't think we're going to hit London highs, are we? 200-point ripper from here? That'd be kind of hard to believe, but crazier things have happened. Mm, 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 mm. She will go after that gap. It still wants to go. Yeah, go after that gap. Just wants to fake everyone out. Yeah, I mean that's what we talked about down here. Maybe we'd hit that pivot point, come up here, grab a little bit of liquidity, then sink down. That's what I was hoping for on this play. And then watching the bear flag play out, that was basically the top of that bear flag, but it didn't crush the way I wanted it to. It is kind of rejecting, but then it's the same thing. Now are we forming a really nice bull flag? And that's what you'd want to see in a healthy bull flag. And that's what we kind of talked about as well, is kind of come down, touch this EMA, then pop up. You actually called it exact point reversal. I know, man. Especially slap a couple micros on there. Let's see stop loss above the wick. I'm in. Oh, nice, dude. You're in for it to go down. Price says previous time. Set stop loss above that wick. So basically, an orb wick, you're saying. Yeah, your stop loss is at the orb wick. Let's see. 412 now. It's trying to break the EMA right now. Let's see. The 3 minute, man. So I've been considering, I've switched to like the 2 minute before. It was a long time ago. I haven't actually done it in a little bit now. Because same thing. I mean so Tuesday again, barcoding on Tuesday. Had I been on the 2 minute or the 3 minute, it would have it would have probably helped out a lot. It's just so hard. I do count down the seconds too. You know, like right now we got 10 seconds left of this candle, though on the 2 minutes. So then you're waiting 2 minutes for everything. But you're right. Block out the noise. Yeah, gonna try that today. I won't go all the way up to the three yet because I have the five up on the screen as well. But I'm gonna try the two for a little bit. Man, we are breaking though. 2 and 3 minute also. Interesting, guys. Good tip. Man, blast from the past. The kids are starting to watch Blues Clues. I watched that show on forever. Trend shift is starting to agree with you. Trend shift so it shows that we're starting to go down. 364 would be a little imbalanced there. Ooh, we're breaking that wick. Confirmation, the price to go on my entry level 5 minute. Yep. So what is your target then? What is your target right now? Are you just targeting the bottom of the 5 minute, or are you targeting kind of like a flush now? Previous low. Nice, man. That would be a big trade. 120 point trade? Ow. 140 point. Damn, man, that'd be a monster. I mean, you're already up. I guess you're already up like 50 points, aren't you? Nice trade already, bud. Still kind of respecting this trend line a little bit. Yeah, yep, yeah. Yeah, micros, I don't know, it helps and it hurts. I was on micros for the longest time, switched up to minis, and I had a really, I mean, again, last week was a phenomenal week of minis. But when you're wrong, you're really wrong on minis. And Tuesday I was really wrong, and boom. Yep. That's what kind of my plan was today too, is to rock like 3 micros at a time usually. Yeah. Focus on strategy instead of money. Yep. Well, that's another thing I had to do too. I had to switch to just a demo account. I traded just a demo account again for 2 weeks. What are you hungry for? Obviously, you want food, but do you want breakfast or do you want lunch? Do you want charcuterie? That's for grandma. I don't know why it made something for her. Sounds like Wyatt's trying to make something right now. Man, yeah, this is looking real weak. I guess I almost want to see it. I mean, I should have jumped in when you jumped in, but it looks like she wants to break. At the very least, to the 336s, you'd think. But that's been another thing I haven't done a great job at timing lately is momentum plays like this. Like I would definitely consider this now a momentum play instead of because in my opinion it looks more like a bull flag, right? Um, but trend and everything else is down. VWAP down, EMA down. Since we broke these two candles, the momentum play is it should keep going down, especially because it broke this support here. Oops, wrong screen. Yeah, sorry, this is what I was showing. This looks more like a bull flag to me, where it has the potential to pop up. Um, but momentum play being this wick just broke both bodies and that wick. And we're below this wick here. So you'd think at this point it should continue. But whenever I've done these momentum buys without it actually being a true setup, it's been hurting me lately. Come on. Yeah, you did give me a free signal, man. I know. Had I traded, I should have took it when you took it, man. You're already up. I mean, what are you up now? You're up 75? Are you up 75 points right now? Yeah. Broke another low. Well, broke the previous candle again, but still just inching, 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 inching. Nice. Man, stalling out. 2 minutes left. 1 minute left until the 30-minute candle. Pretty big stop. That's a big stop. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I mean, we got this imbalance just right below us, right here. So again, you'd think they would have the room to go. Come on. Just dancing but won't break. That's crazy. And look at how tiny that candle is. Such a tiny little candle. Another tiny little candle. MACD just crossed for the first time. Oh, does thank you, baby. Can you give that to Rose though? Do you make one for Rose or no?
Yeah. Good. I was gonna give it.
Okay, or ask him if he wants this one. I'm not actually super hungry. But that was phenomenal of you, bud. Good God, guys, look at the service today. Kid just made me a poached egg and brought me some tea as well. Thanks, man. See if is Rory still hungry or no? He just asked me for food. Are you gonna give him the other one then? Oh, okay. Here, give him this one. Well, you bring him in here and show him, and then maybe he'll eat it. There you go. Nice little man, brain can't think of words half the time anymore. Oh, distraction. Nice little distraction from our price action here. As is sinking and doing nothing. Come on, baby. Get all the way down there. Get all the way.
He just wants to make something for Grandma.
Oh, he wants to put some in the grandma bag too? Shoot, man. I was gonna try to trail that a little bit tight, but it should friggin' sink. Let's get to our price target for once. How about that? Cake pop.
It's so good.
Yeah, you've been really good. All right, you can have cake pop. Oh no, today's garbage day. I gotta take the stupid garbage cans out. Yeah. All right, that could be interesting. Leave the trade on, take the cans out. All right, chat, you gotta watch my screen for me. Make sure to close out this trade when it's ready. All right, healthy stop, right? So then it has room to kind of go up a little bit. It has a lot of room to sink. All right, gang, give me 7 minutes here. Gotta take the garbage out. All right, chat. Are we broke or we to get a Lambo? Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! We got the Lambo. The Lambo is here. Look at that. Nice. Let's see this chat. Let me see. Dude, that was a phenomenal trade. Are we in some sort of swing? Took a buy there. Kind of thought we would wake. Oh, guys, turn it down, please. Wow, gang. Yeah, sorry, I had to walk away for a sec to take the take the garbage cans out. Great trade, dude. Look at that. 70-point trade. Wow, dude. Sorry, the kids are beating each other up now. Hold on. Why I made it for you. Yeah, but you want to do it yourself. Wow, Ronnie, you put this person. Yeah, I'm going to know. I don't know what we're going to do. Hey, Ronnie, we can sell 4 tickets to really best 4 tickets for the coffee, for the breakfast, for everything. Okay. Gotta love the chaos. Risk 200. Yeah, man, that was a hell of a trade, dude. I can't believe that. Especially you entered it at like I can't remember, but like the 460s. What was your you made 500, but what was your total points? How many points did you make off that thing? That was a lot of stinking points. So, we're up 110 on the day. Not amazing yet. Over 100 points. Yeah, it's definitely over 100. I don't count. I don't even look at the price tags. I just go in and buy. That's what he says. Just profit risk 200, make 400. Yeah, like it. I like it. Man, real good sing. But also, what a tease that it sank all this way to not break a new low. 9 points. It was 9 points away from new low. Wow. So basically, just came up, kissed that VWAP, and then started sinking. Yeah, trapping sellers and buyers. Yep, lots of traps. Oh, let's see. 9:30 came down, came all the way up, came all the way back down. Looking at looking at everything. I mean, look at all these nice imbalances. So SPX did break its 15-minute range, hasn't broken its low of the trading session yet, but it's about to. Qs are at the bottom of its range, IWM at the bottom of its range, well, below it. Below it as well, and already at the 50% price target. Nvidia's at the bottom of its range. NQ, bottom of its range, hasn't broken yet. We tried. I mean, kind of this is the fourth time. This is a weak test. That was kind of a weak one as well. If we break, and it seems like we want to, our 50%, hold on, let's get to this one instead. So if we break, our 50% price target would be 177. Wow. Yeah, because we've had such a, because this has actually been a very big range, huh? Very big range, yeah. Like 200 point. But then on the 1 hour, where was our gap fill again? So 229 is the gap fill. 175 is the 50% target. So, well, if we break, we could break pretty good and get another 100 out of it. At the least. Good move down. Tiny little imbalance up here. Massive imbalance down here. Shoot. I mean, it seems like it wants to go. Yeah, everybody's trading gold right now. I'm not. I haven't touched it yet. It's just one of those things that, especially since I'm newer to futures, I want to get my rhythm here first. But yeah, man, I've seen just so many people talking about gold ripping. Wow, look at this. This is 50 points right here. From here to here, 50 points. This thing is nuts. 267. Price target 179. Gap fill 220s. Let's see. I mean, it's got to be going down now, right? Without confirmation, jumping in. 1 second left on this candle. Is it going to pop up or just keep going red? I would love it to pop up to like the 300s, retest the 300s quick. Because again, that's a 50-point candle now. That's a big candle. That's a big stop. 50-point stop. Yeah, that's a good point. On like a barcoding day, just switch to something completely different. Trade gold instead. I mean, even sometimes SPX looks like it's been a little bit more consistent, I'd almost say. 200 is the key, yeah. But even then, technically, we've dropped a lot today. I mean, I can't believe we went all the way up, but remember, we started the day at 500s, so we've already dropped 250 and still dropping, man. This is crazy. You almost just got to put the trade on and hold it again. SPX is at the bottom of its 50% range now, or 50% price target. Man, considering going in again for another short, we're not having the setup though for it. It's again just now momentum play. Wait for the demand zone.
Has Mama texted you?
Nothing yet. No, she just texted to remind us about the garbage is all. There's the screen. See, now they can see us. Demand zone. Oh, sorry for the cake pop.
Yeah.
Why? So you think?
She sometimes hides the cake pops in her clothes. Like the one time I found my Pokemon cards in her clothes.
I texted. No, don't go through all those drawers though. Don't quit snooping. because you don't want to find anything that she's trying to surprise you with either. Well, still got these imbalances, but still just sinking. 286, 286, 286, 286. So this would be bottom of orb once again if we get up to 286. In the fridge on the right door. In the fridge on the right door. Still sinking though. Still just stinking sinking. MACD is still filling up some gas here. SPX broke below its 50% zone. This might just be a continuation. Oh wait, shit, man. We're just messing around too much. Looking at too many different things. Look at that. Hit the gap fill already. Kind of lost track of it. I just keep talking about it, talking about it, talking about it, thinking it would take us a while to get there, and we just hit it. We just hit the gap fill. That's what I would have wanted to short to. That would have been a good target. I've done this. So now target would be that 177 potentially. But now that we filled the gap, how are we going to respond? Are we going to respond up? Did that fully get filled? Oh yeah. Yeah. That fully got filled. Hmm. Everything else is still sinking. I mean, definitely filled the gap, but it seems like some bigger wicks. Man, slowing down, huh? Came down here quick and then just stalled. 289. Yeah, we should have rolled that one down. That would have been a fun one. After 10 to 12, you get the best setups. Yeah, I found I gotta step away at 11:30. If I don't step away at 11:30, I get just screwed up and chopped up. But I mean, it's it's frustrating for me too because I'll see if I stop at 12, I'll see the next day I'll be like, oh wow, look at that, there was still a 200-point move that happened after 12 or something like that. Still sinking. It's got to be targeting that bottom target now. Everything's still sinking. We're gonna jump back into the shorts here. I mean, again, unfortunately, there's a little bit of a momentum play, but 175 would be the end all be all. So let's see if we can sneak another 30 out of it. Probably going to keep it a little bit tighter just in case there's a reversion since we just filled that gap. Got 4 seconds left on this candle. Oh, but then again, I forgot this is the 2 minute, so yeah, a little bit different. Come on, keep sinking. Keep sinking. Man, so still 40 seconds left of this to get the new double candle. Um, Not necessarily based on points yet. I mean, yes and no. Not really, I guess, if I'm being honest. Kind of depends on what my drawdown is at, really. Like if I was trading minis right now, I would have taken that stop. I would have taken a 5 to 10 points. I'm even fine with sometimes, just because of this. If you're in a mini right now, you're down $300 instead of being up that 150 we were just at. It's a lot easier to hold it when it's like this. But then it gets also more frustrating because stuff like this happens. You get wicked out for like a $70 loss, and then minis, it's so hard to, or micros, it's so hard to overcome losses, I feel like, half the time, unless you're starting to put really good volume on. So I'm still trying to get more comfortable with holding candles, I guess, more so than necessarily points. Like if I can hold it 2 or 3 candles, then it's usually going in the direction I want it to go in. But I do find that I'll take the profit early and then I'll see it run in the direction I want it to go in. I'm like, ah, shit. But at the same time, if I'm tight on drawdown like I am today, then I'll take a lot more of the 5 to 10 pointers just to try to right the ship a little bit better. So it came up, it broke that wick, which isn't great, broke that body, which isn't great. So we might be getting a temporary pop back up. And we're right. Our stop is below this EMA, which isn't great. I don't really want to give another 10 points on it, though, if I'm wrong. So that's always a hard one as well. These are just these are bigger. That's a, right now, that's a 40-point stop. That's a crazy stop. That's already a 43-point stop. That'd be a 50-point stop if I raised it higher. So that's the other thing. I guess I try to go based on, what it looks like. I mean, technically, looking at this, your stop should be right here. But that's insane. You can't have a 60-point stop. That's just not healthy trading. You can never switch over to minis if you're doing 60-point stops. That'd be a $1,200 loss. Ugh. I mean, even now, shoot, I haven't released it yet. Yeah, it's hard because, directionally it should keep going down. Demand zone 200 may stack. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yep. Yeah, people love that even number. All right, we'll put it right there. I mean, that's a big stop. It's probably going to get wicked out. But SPX, I mean, yeah, SPX is kind of pushing its body as well. Now wait for pullbacks to enter. Yeah. Yeah, and that's my problem. I don't know, like I was sometimes with minis, if you get the momentum buy correctly, it's beautiful, you get real quick money. But you're right, you really got to start waiting for confirmation. Yep, stopped out. Yeah, and that's just a big range too. 210. I mean, we were up 13 points on it, but we had to be quicker. Quicker and tighter with the stops. Quicker and tighter, quicker and tighter. And look at that, the new 5 minute just opened up for SPX and it's starting to push back down again. Huh. Yeah, frustrating. Let's see. Is it going to come back up to maybe the 280s then? My God, yeah, ripping it back up. 280s would be 285, right? 280, like 284-ish, 285-ish is the top of our or bottom of our 15-minute orb. Almost to the midway point of its imbalance zone. Mm, mm, mm. Man, it's still crazy action today. Look at that. Down, touches the bottom, just barely, I mean, not quite kisses the top, comes back, breaks the bottom, takes out that gap fill, curls back up a little bit. Are we going to come to midline? We're going to touch the top? We shall see. What's up, Charles? Good, bud. How we doing today? Caught a couple good ones today. We got our friend, I don't know how to say your names correctly, Raydon. Raydon? Raydon? Got our friend Raydon with us today. He helped us out with a 70 pointer, man. Look at this monster. 70-point trade. Unfortunately, it was just a micro. Imagine that was a mini. It's a $1,400 trade right there. We've done 6 trades so far. Had a couple good ones, couple bad ones. Still up on the day, just barely. 31 bucks. but doing better a little bit. This is the first time we've dipped below that trend line in a while, too. Again, that's a trend line since Wednesday the 29th. So 13-day old trend line. Boom, 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 boom. Broke above it here. Just barely broke below it now. We're only 4 minutes into this 1 hour candle. Not really a large wick on the bottom of it, though we're still going down at the moment. Darn. So early on this short, early on that short, stop 54. Ugh, another 20 points for that stop. That was way too big of a stop. We shouldn't have taken that one. The stop should have been here. So then we probably could have re-entered. Yeah. Yep. We just closed it. And then we have our 50% orb target is 176. So we do still have some room to go. That's what I was hoping with this short here. Which I would love to re-enter that short now. 240. See if we can get any little like pop up or anything. The timing is definitely hard with stuff, right? Go all in shorts, all in shorts right now. Zero to hero, hell yeah, man! Comeback story of a lifetime. Could you imagine? I mean, that'd be the cool thing about this, and the other reason that I didn't just throw away this account is, especially because it's all live streams. If you can take an account from, I don't know, my drawdown was down to like $150 or something. Go from $150 drawdown to a payout that'd be good. Good entertainment value. Just barely broke that low again. Ugh. I mean, same thing. That's where, I entered there and we popped back up. We should have kept falling then. Are we going to keep falling this time? We're right at the base for SPX as well. I mean, I guess you really want to see everything start breaking. IWM broke. Hughes just barely broke. We're just barely breaking. I don't know. I gotta think it's gonna go down, but is it ready yet? Because I thought it was gonna go down here. It wasn't ready yet. Just YOLO? Should we YOLO 5 minis? Save the account with 5 minis? Then imagine that. The biggest win on that account so far was 722. So the consistency rule would be our next hurdle. Get like a $6,000 win. Then you got to bring the account up to 100,000. YOLO, YOLO, YOLO. Nice, dude. Chicken out before it's scared of. Yeah, man. Listen, that's hard. I mean, even this 70 pointer for me is because I went out to take out the trash. you know, had I been here, I would have trailed, a stop here, Huh. Oh yeah, we might have even gotten stopped out like on this bump or something like that. Or trailing the stop. I don't know if I would have held the whole 70 points. But yeah, man, we're on 3 acres. Our driveway, I don't even know. Our driveway is like 500 feet long, 600 feet long, something like that. So we got to use like a mini bike, and my 7-year-old has a four-wheeler. So I'm dragging behind one garbage can on the mini bike. He's dragging behind the other garbage can on the four-wheeler. And then we came back to a little money's. Shoot. Hmm. What direction? What direction? You drive an airplane? Like 500 feet, but yeah, dude, it's a long driveway, man. It's a long driveway. Hey, what's up, Sod? Good, bud. How we doing today? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Better day than yesterday. We're luckily not barcoding. This has been our best win so far. We got a 70 pointer down. There was only one mini though. Micro. My God, I always say those the wrong way. They shouldn't. It shouldn't be two M's. There shouldn't be a mini and a micro. Those are both small terms. Doesn't make any sense. It's like you go to Starbucks, you order a tall, and you get the smallest cup that they have. Silly people. Which screwed me up too. I didn't know that lingo. I went in and I go, hey, can I have the tallest coffee that you have? And they just heard tall. And they gave me the tiniest cup I'd ever seen in my life. The fuck is this? Alright, gang, what the heck is going on? It's 11:11. We're starting to consolidate. I think it wants to break to go to 175, but when is it going to break to go to 175? And that's only the 50%. If we wanted to get really wanted to have a lot of fun, I mean, technically, but these are huge ranges now just because the 15, the orb was such a huge range. Mm-hmm. I mean, we took out all the imbalances. We have one way down here at 131, or just a tiny, I mean, a little guy right here, 350. Go back up to 350. Get the bears to exit, the bulls to get excited, and then kaboom. Is that the thesis? Or are we just gonna kaboom? Ugh. Ugh. Getting old. Man, once you get past 30, life just goes downhill so quick. Took your best friend for a grooming? What kind of I'm thinking you're meeting a dog. What kind of pup do you have? Otherwise, that's definitely an interesting way to talk about your buddy. Took my best friend for grooming. All right, so consolidating 54. Shoot, this has been 25 minutes now of consolidation. Oh, right, I always forget. Well, not always forget. This is a new thing. I just switched to the 2 minute from the 1 minute. I usually play the 1 minute. This is my first time. Oh, that's cool, man. Thank you. This is my first time. Uh-oh. It's a little tight. Ah, I can't get it down. It's very pretty, though. That was my first time kind of messing with the 2 minute in a long, long, long time. Here's back to the 1 minute. So showing a lot more noise on the 1 minute. Got a bullish hammer after that buy. So much noise though. 2 minute, instead of having a bullish, we had an uncertainty candle. And then this guy started rocket shipping. Yeah, I mean, I just should have been better with my stop, but the EMA was up there. I wanted it to be above the EMA, so it made sense. Hey, Radon, thanks, buddy. I appreciate you stopping in with us and hanging out too and helping us with that one trade too. Monster trade, man. We'd love to have you back, obviously. And I agree. Now, one thing to let you know is I'm in Florida. It's like 60 degrees out, and for me, that is effing freezing. So I'll try to do a sesh with the goats sooner than later, but hopefully we can have at least a little bit of warmth out there first. Or I'll get my goat cam connected, and I'll try to add the goat cam into one of the screens, like this all screen or something. Maybe we'll have the goat cam down here by my face instead. We'll work on it. We'll work on it today. We'll get that goat cam up for you guys. Schnauzer. Oh, nice, dude. That's a very pretty pup. Actually, we were even supposed to. I'm part owner of a laser shop here in Orlando. So one of the we do on-site events. So companies like oh God, blah, 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 blah. What the hell is it called? The dog show, like the Thanksgiving dog show. I can't believe that I'm not thinking about it right now. I can't say it correctly, but you know, like the Purina dog show that happens on Thanksgiving is actually going to be in Orlando this year. So we're in talks to be hired by them right now to like laser engrave a whole bunch of like dog bowls on site, picture frames for the dogs and owners on site, maybe some leather leashes, things like that. So that would be a really cool event. We'd get to see, we'd hang out for the pups for the 2 or 3 days. Still in this consolidation zone, guys. 11:16, basically 15 minutes left for me. Now that we're starting to consolidate and shop, blah, 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 I just don't know. Again, we're trying to reaffirm healthy trading techniques. And as much as I would love to just throw a trade on, you got a magical box now to deal with. So the thesis is we're definitely coming down. Not definitely, but probably coming down. So 178. I mean, we're so stinking close. 178. We've already came down though. Right now, we've already came down 300 points from the highs. That's a huge sink. 300 points from that high. But then we went 230 back up to it and then sank another 300. Wild day, actually. I wish we could redo this day knowing what we know now, because you could make a lot of money on those swings if we did it correctly. Slight imbalance above. SPX is showing a little bit more strength with these two wicks. We still have 2 minutes left of this 5 minute candle. If it pops back up as well, maybe there's buyers stepping in, and maybe we'll at least go up to that imbalance. Same thing in our 5 minute. Really nice kind of hammer candle there. Even though it's red, that's still a nice hammer candle. Breaking these candles. Oh, shoot. Yeah, there we go. We're starting to break. 15 seconds into this. New low now. Today's new low. Let's see, though. Is the next candle going to bring a barcode or not? Geez, I like the 2 minute to take the noise away, but then I also don't like the 2 minute because I don't get to see everything. Like, I kind of want to see this response. But at the same time, is that response giving me false signs? Big response back into our consolidation zone. I'd almost presume it's going to pop back up to the top now, the finicky thing. Let's try a quick one just to see if we're right. Because it's an easy enough stop right at the bottom of all these wicks, basically. Though going against trend is never the right thing, and we're below EMAs, we're below VWAP. So these are the type of 11-20 decisions that we don't want to make. Come on. Let's do something. Might get wicked out. We could bring it to the bottom of this wick, maybe, just to give it a little bit more room. But again, we don't want to get in the habit of taking too large of stops. This is now a 25-point stop is just a big stop. Because again, we're trying to train our brains for minis again, not micros. Minis, that's a very large stop. Nope, nope, nope. Whipped out. That's all right. Yeah, I mean, we're still seeing a lot of weakness on everything, and just don't go against trend. VWAP, EMAs, everything's trailing down. So, smarter thing would be if we think it's going up, wait till it comes up, then take the short for it to come back down. But again, when it's barcoding like this, you'd almost think, that's how you play the chop. You buy at the bottom, you short at the top. That's how you play the chop. Is that yours or yours? I don't know. The hat and the gloves.
Two.
They're the same exact one.
Yes. You tell text Mama while she's out to buy a gallon of water. Which tank is very low and it's making noises. Like nothing's coming out of that thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Waterfall.
So we just put water from the tap now. You can even start doing it if you want. You just get the biggest bowl you can kind of find, fill it up with not hot water, just room temperature water. Gotta love when your stops are the point of resistance. I had it right below this wick. I guess I should have targeted underneath this wick, but again, the concept is then that would have been like a 30-point stop, which is like a $600 loss on a mini. Yeah, watch it boom now. Yeah, of course, man. That's what it does. That's what it does. I mean, at the very least, we could be up 13 points on it now. Yep. Right concept, just a little bit early. Yep. Could be. Pop up to, I mean, again, though, look at that. Look at the distance on these EMAs. That's a 50-point swing on this EMA between the 21 and the. I don't think that's a 50. I think it's a 45 for me. Yeah, 9:21:45. For the 5 minute though, we did come back up and hit the top of the EMA here. Shorts are still in play. That's what we should have done. Instead of taking this long, everything's going down. We should have waited till this little pop up here and then taken the short instead. But geez, man, I mean, again with the, I mean, if you get it right, you're good. If you get it wrong, you're terrible. But these are 50-point candles. How crazy is that? At 11:30, we're getting 50-point candles up and then a 50-point candle down. Boom, 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 boom. So now we're going to get that 50-point candle ripping all the way back up. It's 11:25, so we have a new 5 minute now. The new 5 minute does not have a bottom wick yet. Which almost two trains of thought. I could almost see it coming up to form the top wick first, then kaboom for the bottom wick. So breaking out of our consolidation zone now. SPX is slowly making new session lows. We haven't again yet. The 5 minute, this new 5 minute candle did just make a new low compared to the previous one. So I guess the concept would still be let it kind of maybe come back up to this 21. Maybe not all the way to the top of the range, but we might have a short opportunity here. But this is not, we're not getting any setups. This is 100% just barcoding, no setups. This is just, you kind of take a gamble trade almost, which, again, not good. This is what screwed us up on Tuesday. Struggling to break back into the zone. Pushing though. Man, if we come back up to like the 45s, already taken Monday low, but ES hasn't, suggests that there may still be more downside potential. I agree. 100%. Honestly, today is the day I do think we're going to keep going down. At the very least, we're going to hit that 176. And maybe we'll hit the pivot at 126. But at the same time, still has Asia lows. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have the London or Asian sessions on any of my other charts except for NQ. But what? It's 11:30. We're just in the friggin' chop zone now. I definitely want to do one more if I can. All right, we're gonna put a sell on here. Stop will be the top of the zone. I might cut it early though, because again we're barcoding. So definitely want to keep it in profit the whole time. Yeah, there's a quick little guy. Yeah, you can have that. Did you find the cake pops?
Yeah.
Sort of having that in a cake pop. All right, just keep being good though. So 10 pointer. I mean, again, minis that's great. Micros did it. Sign you still need more monitors. Listen, man, I do. Especially because I have so I'm using my laptop and then I'm using you might have seen them like I don't know on Facebook sometimes they advertise it, but like the laptop screen extenders where I have a screen on this side, I have a landscaping screen, I have my portrait screen. So I got four on the landscape, two on the portrait, and then I have a like 27-inch monitor that's above everything. And that has my NQ shift screen on it, this guy, plus my OBS and chat and all that other stuff. So yeah, I mean, really, I gotta get rid of the two add-on small screens that I just talked about. I need to convert those to two giant screens. And then, yeah, I still need, honestly, I still need, I don't know. Like five screens would probably be perfect. I might be able to get away with four if they were all big ones. Right? Have you seen that one guy? I don't know his name. He's really famous though. The YouTuber that has like 120 screens or something like that in that warehouse. It looks absolutely bananas. That's honestly what I need. All right. Well, I'll give it till 11:35. We'll give it 4 more minutes here. 4 more minutes to see if it wants to break above the box, break below the box, and do something exciting. Otherwise, it might be time for us to log off. Nothing exciting, nothing exciting, nothing exciting. How old is the schnauzer? Our poodle pup is only 11 months right now. 1 year. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Basically same as mine. Dude, that's fun, man. I love pups. They're good companions. It's been interesting having the goats and the ducks because our first time having outdoor animals. So like we lost two of our ducks unfortunately. Two of our ducks got eaten. I don't know, either a bobcat or a coyote or something like that came and stole them. But then goats, the goats live outside, so that's kind of nuts too. Yeah, me too, man. I mean, this guy, he was like I said yesterday, he was supposed to only be like 35 pounds, and he's already like 55 pounds. So he's the biggest dog I've ever owned, but he's a lot of fun, man. He just blasts around. He's so fast. When we're on the mini bike goes like 24 miles an hour. He'll keep up with us the whole time. So MACD curling up, showing a lot of strength here. MACD line curling up. Everything's starting to curl a little bit. We're still on the 2 minute chart here. So that's taking some of the noise out. I'm curious to see actually what the 1 minute looks like. Yeah, dude, so much noise on the 1 minute. Getting real wicky right now. but trying to push. Slowly these wicks are pushing, slowly pushing, slowly pushing, slowly pushing. Yeah, he's a big pup. The guy that sold us to him too is like, oh yeah, they're small. These are small ones. It's not gonna get big. It's fucking huge. Well, coming to the top of our box again. Is that setting us up for a short, or is this setting us up to start going back to the top, or to the bottom of our order box? 284. Maybe a 284 push. Or are we sneaking back down? We've been down this whole time. That dog is huge. What kind of puff was that? Man, I'm almost thinking of short again. This is going to be my last trade of the day. Short, bottom of the box. Now, this isn't... I mean, I always talk myself out after I hit enter, but... Yeah, look at that. We're already... Whoa! There we go. Good rejection off that wick. Real good rejection off that wick. But that's basically what I was basing it on, is, you know, thinking this is the top of our consolidation box. If we're barcoding, why wouldn't we barcode back down? Is right now really the time that we're going to just start rocketing up. Keeping stops tight. I haven't let it go yet, though. I want a little more out of it if I could. A little more out of it, a little more out of it, a little more out of it. Come on, keep sinking, keep sinking, keep sinking. Might bounce off that EMA, and we're stopped out. So there you go. End the day with a 20-pointer. That's not bad. Not quite 20 points. Like 17 or something. So slowly getting back into our groove here, guys. Charles, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Everybody, it's been always an absolute pleasure and blast. I appreciate the hell out of you guys. Tomorrow, Fresh Cash Friday. Yeah, man, that's not a bad one. Not a bad one to end the day. Fresh Cash Friday tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe I'll get rid of this account and start a new one just so we can start doing minis again. I just wanted to get government shutdown and everything else. I wanted to get past this barcoding, because that really took the wind out of my sails on Tuesday. But anyway, appreciate you, bud. We'll see you guys again tomorrow.